Hi muckers, so I want to figure out what is happening. So we are currently live right now, and I've seen a lot of people bring up the name Raw Beauty Kristi and Peter Monn. Now, I have been aware that Peter Monn has been going through the ringer on social media. I saw that he made a video where he was really distraught about comments he was getting from, I think, Raw Beauty Kristi. Oh, what am I full? Raw Beauty Kristi fans. Okay, got it. Slow down, Adam. Come on, you can do it. You can speak. And I just really want to figure out what is happening. So I'm aware that Raw Beauty Kristi is like an influencer on the platform who does like makeup, and I'm looking at her channel right now. I mean, seems to be like makeup and get ready with me's and vlogs. And so if you do not know who this is the type of content that we're dealing with. Get ready with me's, trying out ColourPop, makeup palettes, Q&As, ColourPop palette, trying makeup looks. Okay, so basically very standard beauty guru content. Has 1.1 million subscribers. Anything for views. Am I stuck in the past? Thoughts. Opening tons of makeup PR. My controversial opinions. When it rains, it pours. Is TikTok okay? We are in the darkest timeline. This gets controversial. Ooh, these titles, I'm on the edge of my seat. So anyway, we are going to get to this, but I'm seeing that the premise is that she's getting called out for endorsing James Charles, which I'll get to my opinion of why I have a problem with that whenever we watch Peter say this. But a lot of people in my chat are telling me that she reached out to Peter for feedback on how to do something. I don't know. We're going to figure it out together, okay? We're going to figure it out together. In anything, I'm rooting for Peter Monn. Also, I'm daily vlogging on my... Ignore that it says Wendy Williams theme song. Unrelated. I'm daily vlogging on my second channel. It's called More Adam McIntyre. I think we're on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're on day 13 right now. So if you want to go over, it'll be pinned down below. But yeah, anyway, I am Team Peter Monn on God before I even watch this video. Peter Monn can do no wrong in my eyes. All right, let's get to it.
Read comments. Okay, Audra's video, read comments. Okay, now let's talk about Raw Beauty Kristi, all right? So I put on here, Raw Beauty Kristi deleting comments and blocking people. Girl, just make the damn video, and that's what I said. Okay, so Raw Beauty Kristi, now, she done posted this picture on Instagram. Okay, here, I'll pull it up for you so y'all can see it. She posted this picture of her in this Walmart hat, okay?
Fierce.
Here, this was from yesterday. These Walmart baseball caps are everything. They're like pre-faded and have every color. I bought 5. Not sponsored, no affiliation. Just went to Walmart and was pleasantly surprised by the cute stuff I saw. Now, I had gone to Kristi's latest video. She must be deleting comments over there too. But people were asking her about James Charles, and they were saying they were very disappointed in her. It's all over Twitter. People are tweeting to her and things like that, right? Why are there out of 7,893...
Wait, are they like known friends? Are they known friends or something like that? I don't keep up with James Charles much these days. I didn't think anyone did. Raw Beauty Kristi. Raw Beauty Kristi. James Charles. Oh, they like follow and like each other's posts. Okay. Well, whenever it comes to someone who's admitted that there are victims of him and that he has... you know, being inappropriate with at least 2 minors, then I think it's a problem endorsing in any sort of way. And I don't know why people are scared to cut ties. It almost makes you think that these people all have stuff on them, right? I just think it's so it's so easy to just unfollow someone as well. Like, even if you don't want to publicly denounce James Charles because he's literally a predator, just unfollow him. Like, are you really holding out that hard defending James Charles that like you're getting thrown into all this because you just don't unfollow? Like, really like, should any influencer work with James Charles? No. Should any company work with him? No, because he sat his ass down. I saw that Nick had posted this video. He sat his ass down in a video, in a now deleted video, and said that there are victims of him. Yeah, here's the video from that Nick uploaded. He literally said there's victims of himself. He admitted to it.
The victims, I'm so sorry. The victims, I'm so sorry. The victims,
James Charles openly acknowledged that there are victims of James Charles because he was being inappropriate with like 14 or 16-year-olds or whatever they were, right? And I just think that if you're not, people are saying this in the chat, if you're not keeping energy for everyone, then don't fucking talk about anyone. Especially when we're talking about someone who's literally admitted to being a predator online. I just think that it's a self-confessed predator. I just don't understand why anyone is willing to work with James Charles or endorse him in any way. Like, this is not someone who is being accused of something. This is someone who has basically accused themselves of being a predator. He sat his ass down in a now deleted video and said that at minimum, there are 2 victims of James Charles, and they were under the age of 18. So, oh my God. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. Jesus hates you and needs you to move on from being gay. These religious folk will not stop commenting on my selfies. Hey, I look good in this. Leave me alone. So yeah, I just think it's so easy to unfollow someone. Like, why are you writing and dying that hard for someone who literally, again, is a self-confessed groomer and predator? So, I mean, I don't respect anyone that does that. I mean, there were so many people that did that with Colleen, and Colleen sat her ass down and said she was, the weird aunt. James sat his ass down and said that, there are victims of him. I'm on Peter's side.
Likes on this. Why are there 62 comments and not one of them is anything about James Charles? Not one of them.
I also think if your audience is calling you out and you're deleting all the comments as well, it's like, just hit the unfollow button. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's obviously deleting comments, okay? She's obviously deleting comments that people are leaving to her, right? Okay. Then she goes in this whole thing today, and the whole thing is this Instagram story that she does, right? It's like three reels. And the whole thing is about the difference between affiliate links and sponsorships and why it's important for her to disclose. Girl, okay. Ain't nobody asking you about that, girl. Like, let's just be for real. Everybody wants to know about James Charles, okay? Just make the fucking video, girl. Okay, seriously, the longer you wait.
Did Peter Monn just swear? Whoa! Whoa! That was crazy. That rocked me to my core. I mean, that's a great argument he's making as well. That's a great argument he's making. Like, everyone is asking you to address why you're not denouncing this predator and why you're seemingly having no problem associating with him publicly. And you're going to go on, everyone wants to know about affiliate links and all this bullshit in your Instagram story. As Peter says, make the fucking video. Like, what does James have on Raw Beauty Kristi that she is so willing to ride or die?
The more harm it does you. You said you didn't want to just unfollow him and not come out and speak about it because it would look performative. It looks performative, okay? And if I'm getting the DMs, and I mean, I'm telling you, I probably got 30 to 40 DMs last night, okay? That Kristi unfollowed James Charles. If I got that many DMs, girl, don't tell me you're not getting them. Don't tell me you're not getting those comments, okay? My DMs on Instagram were blowing up, okay? Did you see that Kristi unfollowed James Charles? Kristi unfollowed James Charles. This looks performative. She didn't want to come across as performative, but this looks performative. It does look performative, Kristi, okay? Because you haven't come out and addressed it. Now, I told Kristi on the phone, okay? I said, you need to get ahead of this.
I didn't know they had a relationship. No, did Peter initiate that or did Raw Beauty Kristi initiate that? Either way, if Peter is... She called him. Wait, she called him? They shouted each other out a few times. Wait, so she reached out via DM. She asked for advice on what she should do with James? Is that what she did? She called him, asked him for advice. And then she didn't do it? And then she didn't take the advice? Girl! What? Hold on, there's no comment in this video. I'm the person that Kristi blocked. She's blocking people now? And it's been so much to take in. I bought both her ColourPop and her collabs. Literally only influencer collab I've ever bought. Follow her and her husband's gardening channel. Bought things she's recommended for parents since my son is only a few months younger than her son. And even cried when she announced her miraculous pregnancy announcement. This woman has been my comfort creator. And to be disregarded like trash over James Charles is so whack, it's hard to comprehend. Seeing everyone's comments feeling the same way is pretty validating. I don't think any of us saw this comment. Thank you for being so sweet. The fact that, oh my god, this person comments on my videos. Hey, The fact that Kristi is a mother and is protecting an admitted predator is disgusting and gross. She's protecting the person that could go after her son when he turns 18. Oh, no, be done. James is done with the child whenever it turns 18. It's before that to worry about. So basically any time from now. Kristi blocking her viewers that literally just want answers is crazy. What? Kristi supporting James Charles is one issue, but people in the comment section took this situation and turned it into an excuse to attack Kristi on a personal level over her being dramatic and oversharing, and I'm disgusted. This has nothing to do with her blocking people. Criticize her choices, but don't come for her on a personal level. She has struggled with serious mental and physical health problems, and that's pretty... What the fuck is going on? Peter, what is going on in your comment section? I'm disappointed but not surprised. She's been so cagey since her pregnancy, MIA for long periods of time. Doesn't care about her viewers. I've had to unfollow Kristi. Kristi's so dramatic and it's rubbing me the wrong way. Peter, what is going on in your comment section? Whew, my goodness. Literally 1.6 thousand comments. It's always a scary, scary, scary sight.
I'm telling you now, if you're going to make the video, make it soon. Well, I don't know. I need to think about it. What do you need to think about, Kristi?
Just so you're aware, Kristi's been very vocal about her mental health issues, depression, and anxiety. I have depression and anxiety. I struggle for long periods of time with depression. I've gone to doctors over depression. I've gone to doctors over anxiety. Please. All you have to do is fucking click an unfollow button. Really? In the most respectful way. In the most respectful way to the person that commented that. In the most respectful way. Like, we're talking about clicking unfollow here. Or just not promoting someone. In the most respectful way.
Like I said in my video the other day, you don't have any problem having opinions about Colleen Ballinger. You don't have any problems to talk about lab-grown meat. Okay, what do you have to think about? You have all the information.
Oh, so she has been outspoken about Colleen? Wait, but then I don't get that. It's like, why would you talk about Colleen but not James? It's like... By the way, chat, don't be rude to the person that commented that. They were just letting us know. They were just letting us know. They were just letting us know. It's with peace and much love to the person who commented that in chat. There's no problem with them commenting that. I was just responding by saying that I've had prolonged periods of struggling with mental health, and I have no problem with denouncing predators. This is no problem to that person who wrote that at all. They're literally just giving us a piece of context, I guess. So shout out to the person who wrote that. Love you lots. There's no problem with it. I just wanted to clarify my opinion of it. Okay, so she has no problem calling out Colleen, which thank you, but why can you not call out James? Like, if you're gonna call out Colleen, then you have to call out James. Like, this isn't like, it's not about like you have to call every single person out, but you can't like promote someone who you're calling someone else out for doing the same thing. And by the way, James Charles was sexual grooming. I mean, weren't there nudes being exchanged? Wasn't it for the thing? For the sake of having a relationship? Colleen Ballinger was not trying to fuck us. James Charles was trying to fuck them. You know what I mean? And I've said that till my dying day. Do I believe that Colleen Ballinger is a groomer? Yep. Do I believe that Colleen Ballinger wanted to literally, in any way, sexually want any of the people that she groomed? No. No, and I will always stand true to that. Do I believe that James Charles is a groomer? Yep. Do I believe that James Charles groomed with sexual intention? Yep. Yeah, I mean, he was asking kids for armpit pics. Which is really fucking weird. So, if you can call out someone who is a groomer, Cauldron Ballinger, and then can't call out someone who's a groomer and also a sexual groomer. It's like, with children, it's like, I don't get it. Don't get it. I don't get it. Like, don't call anyone out then, you know what I mean? Like, sit down.
You said it yourself. You have all the information about MLM.
It was REM, Ariana Grande.
Video for years. I think it was Audra that said it. She's been thinking about making these Cutco MLM video for years. She's been talking, but girl, make the video, okay? Make the Cutco video. Make the James Charles video. Now it's a problem, okay? This is what's a problem, Kristi, is now I'm getting a lot of DMs from people telling me that you're blocking them when they're asking them, okay? So somebody reached out to me on Twitter. She also posted this publicly on her Twitter, so it's not like I'm just getting something. And this person said to me,
oh, true. Sorry, I forgot about that. Johnny did say non-sexual grooming was worse. Sorry, forgot. I forgot that getting a little crown, a Burger King crown, is worse than any type of grooming. Not even sexual grooming, just any type. Fuck, how'd I forget that? Thank you for letting me know.
She said, if you are still in contact with Kristi, could you ask why she's blocking people asking about James? I've supported this woman for years, and seeing she blocked me over this message is honestly really upsetting. She's one of the only influencers I've really admired and backed over the years, but I feel betrayed at this point. She's no different from the Mannies or the Lauras. Well, Kristi,
fuck Manny and Yang, fuck Laura Lee.
To look that way. So she sent me these DMs or
not the traumatic duct tape. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the comment section are insinuating that James Charles has dirt on Raw Beauty Kristi. I mean, it's very weird, and it's definitely something to think.
That she sent to Kristi through the years. She said to her on January 25th, "Are you quit, Kitty? This is literally magic," about a picture. And then on February 21st, whenever I see any cute home item with mushrooms on it, I always think of you. The mug is so cute.
So like a fan.
13th, she said, "Sending you love and all the good vibes." Okay? Obviously somebody that supported Kristi for a while.
So, like, why is she willingly going out of her way of trying to, like, lose her audience in a big way, blocking them over James Charles? James has something on her. You're, like, willingly losing your audience by blocking them over this? There's something going on here.
On Monday, the 4th, she sent Kristi this message, and it said, "Kristi, I genuinely adore you, but I cannot stand behind influencers who still support James Charles. Your passion for protecting children has always been so admirable, so seeing you support James is disheartening. How is what he did okay in your eyes? I don't understand." Don't you think that that's a mean statement? Do you think that's a horrible question?
That's what they got blocked over? Oh, there's something going on here. That's what this longtime viewer got banned over? What the fuck?
Kristi did because Kristi blocked her. Okay? And she posted this on her Twitter, and she also sent me the message. Now, I responded to her, and I said...
That's so fucking weird.
She said, "I don't know if you'll ever see this.
If something doesn't make sense, then there's something more to it. And this very, very, very clearly does not make sense. So there is probably something very deep to this. Blackmail, maybe James has. I don't know. I'm not going to accuse him of anything. But, like, for someone to lose their audience over this...
No, you've been covering Kristi supporting James, and this feels like a very big step in the wrong direction, but that's just my opinion." And I said, "Hi there, I don't plan on..."
And shout out to Peter for making this video as well, because with the comment section being this chaotic, I mean, I know he said that he's getting some pushback from Raw Beauty Kristi fans, but I hope that the overwhelming majority is people standing behind him making this video, because I think that's a really good video. So shout out to Peter Monn.
Acting Kristi again, but I'm waiting to see if she makes the video. If I talk about it, do you care if I read your exchange and share that she blocked you? I won't share your name, but it's public. She's put it on her public Twitter, okay? She said, "Thanks for your response, Peter. You can totally use what you said to me in a video. This whole thing was already an annoying situation, but seeing that she blocked me over this is downright ridiculous." And I said, and this is not my place to say this is Kristi's place to say this, okay? So Kristi, your audience is disheartened with you. And I am now having to apologize for you, for your bad actions, okay? But she deserved to hear this, and so I said to her, "I'm really sorry that happened." And she said, "Hey, it's okay. That's what I get for thinking she was different than any other beauty influencer. I just thought she was one of the few good ones.
Yikes.
Thanks for spreading the word that she supported James Charles, because without you, I would have never known. Nothing but love for you, Peter." And I really appreciate that. Thank you for reaching out to me. Kristi, this
Yikes.
is okay? This is a situation when you said, "I never get myself into drama," okay, that you need to come out and address this kind of drama right away. I've had to do that on my channel. Other people have done it on their channels. This is not something that you sit on for 2 weeks, unfollow, it looks performative, and then come out and script together the statement. This is when you come out, like I told you. And I said, just tell your audience what you told me on the phone. Okay?
I think there's such a deeper level to this because they have talked privately about this as well.
Now, I am going to share what Kristi told me because Kristi has not come out with a video yet, and I decided that if by today she hadn't come out with a video, I was going to address it. I'm not going to get into everything that she said, but they what she said to me was that when all this stuff was going on with James Charles, and this is why I'm disappointed in Kristi, okay? And I'll let her share her own story, and I'll let her put her own foot in her mouth, okay? Because that's exactly what's going to happen when she does come out and talk about it. And now, Kristi, because you've waited for so long, okay, you really have fucked yourself, is what you've done, okay? And I feel like you lied to me. So, Kristi said to me, and I'll just make very vague about
My goodness.
this whole situation, that when the whole thing with James Charles and Tati went down and all the allegations came out, that Kristi was going through so much in her life at that time that she really wasn't on social media and she wasn't paying attention to that, okay? Well, I knew what Kristi was going through at that time because I followed Kristi, and I knew that to be true, that she was going through a really hard time.
Okay.
So I was like, well, Kristi, I think that that's understandable. I said, I think people will come for you and say, there's no way that you didn't know what was going on with James Charles. I think she knows this too, and I think this is why she hasn't made the video. Because what Kristi knew that I didn't know, because I don't watch Kristi that closely, and just for anybody out there that wants to say, we don't have that kind of personal relationship. We've shouted each other out a couple times, but it's not like we have a personal relationship. But what Kristi knew that other people knew that I didn't know is that Kristi has talked extensively about the downfall of the beauty community, referencing Tati and James. So Kristi did know exactly what had happened with Tati and James.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh my god, that is so common that you will hear that.
Didn't know about.
Where people will literally be like that. Oh, I wasn't on social media. And I think that is such a, oh my god, that is such a good point to catch her on. Good job to Peter for that. Because so many of these influencers who like to say that they were uninvolved in the drama, or they didn't partake, or they didn't see anything, or they were too busy, will always be the same ones that'll be like, the beauty community was ruined. And they'll always reference that. So that is a good, like, putting two and two together. So bonk and shout out.
The allegations. She said to me something about, I don't really know what happened. So I said, well, James had these allegations.
And by the way, the beauty community is not dead. The beauty community is what you guys are thinking is like fucking Jeffree Star and like 3 others. The beauty community is probably at its most thriving right now with innovative skincare and makeup lines. I mean, TikTok is off the charts with get ready with me's and makeup reviews and stuff, and so is YouTube. I mean, it's just not the main toxic players anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah. And then he came out with this video. Well, I remember that video, but I don't really remember anything he said in the video. Well, he said this, he said that, he said this, and he took the video down. He took the video down? Yeah, he took the video down, and he came out with the open... I mean, I gave her the whole spiel.
So she's just kind of like playing dumb to Peter on the phone call. I mean, of course Peter is so pissed off at this. This is so annoying. Number 1, someone lying to you. But number 2, someone just like... Yeah, I'll say the number 1 again, like playing dumb. I think there's something so frustrating about knowing someone is lying to you in the moment because they're trying to get out of something. And then there's something even more annoying about someone lying to you and you not finding out until after.
Cosmopolitan article about all of it.
Like, don't even ask for his
She
help
knows about
then.
Colleen Ballinger today, but she doesn't know about everybody bringing up James Charles again. She's talked about the downfall of the beauty industry, and I went back and I watched her video where she talks about controversial issues. In that same video where she talks about Colleen Ballinger, she talks about all these people that ruined the beauty industry. Apparently, she's talked about this in several other videos. I was not aware of that, okay? Videos that are dating back a year or 2, okay? Audra talked about this. Her audience talked about it in her live stream. So in that video, she talks about the downfall of the beauty industry. And I even said in my video, because I caught that, but Kristi, you still follow Tati. You still follow James. You still follow these people that were part of it. She knew what happened. Kristi played dumb on the phone to me and acted like she had no clue, okay? Furthermore, and this, I don't know. I know she was going through a tough time, okay? I grant her that. I don't wish on anybody what Kristi was going through. I know she was going through a really difficult time. But to come out and say she didn't know what was going on, when she's spoken about it many times in videos, and acted like to me on the phone that she had no clue what was going on, and now you haven't made a video about it, you haven't addressed it, don't talk to me about how long it takes to edit a video. You could literally sit down, and I told you this, Kristi. I said it doesn't have to be a long video. Literally start it, stop it, throw it up on the interview, okay? It doesn't have to be a highly jump cut edited video, okay?
I would argue that if you're going to address something as well, an overly edited video is probably not the one to do. I mean, if you are passionate about something and you really want to be honest, there's no reason that you can't just hit record, talk, end it, upload it. You know what I mean? If you do not need to fine-tune how you talk or how you look in a video where you want to address something, there's no reason that you need to edit this shit. But also, I think that there's... From quickly observing her channel, her entire channel is about controversial opinions and unpopular opinions and talking about things and sit-down videos. And I think that her saying that she went through a hard period and was going through some really rough shit, and that's why she didn't keep up with this a couple of years ago, I think that that is a very valid thing. Not everyone has the time, number 1, or has the mental ability to keep up with drama year in, year out, right? Especially during that time period. If it gets really loud and you have a lot of shit going on in your real life, that's the priority. I think what appears very wrong to me about this is the fact that her content centers around these topics, and we're not 3 years ago anymore. We're not 4 years ago. So at a bare minimum, if your entire content centers around controversial opinions, unpopular opinions, talking about drama, and you in 4 years or 3 years have not even gotten a bare minimum idea that James Charles admitted that he was a predator online, then at a bare minimum, you're just shit at your job. You know what I mean? At a bare minimum, you're just really fucking terrible at what you do. Like, no research, like, in 3 years, you haven't found that out in the internet. I mean, I think that just says you're pretty piss poor at your job, like, above anything else. So I don't really think that that's a great, thing. It is completely valid and unfortunate to go through such a hard time where you really only have to focus on yourself. And my 100% sympathy goes to her. But if you're going to use that to get out of not covering something 3 years later, when for the past 3 years you have been covering these kind of topics, it doesn't really add up. How would you handle it, Adam? How would I handle what? If I was Peter or if I was Raw Beauty Kristi? How would I handle what? I was about to say, James Charles has me blocked anyway, so... How would I handle Raw Beauty Kristi? I mean, if I thought that she was lying to me on the phone, I'd be like, girl, go fuck yourself, and just hang up. Like, you're on your own. Like, if you want to do that thing. I'm not going to persuade someone to unfollow a predator. I'm not going to persuade someone. I'm not going to give you list by list reasons on why you should do that. You should know it yourself, especially if you have a bunch of videos about protecting children anyway. If I was her, well, I mean, everything I would have done, she hasn't done. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to say that whenever she's being so ignorant about this. Oh, I'm not saying Peter tried to persuade. I'm saying, like, I wouldn't if it was me who was Peter. Like, I would be like, if I have to persuade you or even give you advice, then you're coming to the wrong person. Like, if you need advice on persuasion on how to not associate with a predator online, don't fucking speak to me. It's nothing on Peter. Peter's actually going out of his way to be overly accommodating and overly nice and overly respectful to Kristi here. He's better than me, because I'd be like, fuck off.
I told you not to put it on Twitter statements, and I told you not to put it on Instagram to do a video, because that's where you make your money and that's where your following is, okay? You haven't done that, and now you're blocking people that are asking you nicely about this. You're deleting comments. And this is not the only person that's commented to me and said that they've been blocked by you. A lot of people have commented that to me. So this is apparently what you're doing, okay? It's problematic as hell. Kristi, you are digging a hole for yourself that you cannot get out of, okay? And I don't know if that...
I still understand why she's doing that. Like, what does she have to gain from this? What does James Charles have on this woman?
Because you've said things in videos that you know the excuse you use to me will not fly with your audience, because they have watched you closely and they know I didn't. And that the excuse that you're going to give to them is not going to fly, because they're going to say, Kristi, that's just bullshit, because you didn't know about it. You've talked about it in other videos. Maybe that's why you haven't made your video, okay?
Get her
I
ass.
was very kind to you on the phone. I told you that I did not hate you. I told you that I really cared about you, that I could not support you because of this, and I didn't understand it, and I was confused because it didn't seem to me. You shared a lot of things with me that I will never share on video, okay? Because they were very personal issues. Those are yours to share. I will never betray your trust on that, okay? Girl, come out and make the video. Come out and just share whatever you need to share that's the truth. But this deleting people and blocking people that are asking you, that should tell you that you need to come out. You don't want to address it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because people think that you... Whatever. I don't know.
What is going on?
But at this point, when you're blocking and deleting people, they do deserve an answer from you. This just makes you look guiltier than sin. I just want you to know. And I was disappointed the other day, but this response, I'm really disappointed in you, okay? This is not how you treat your audience, that has stood by you through all of this. Just
True.
saying, okay? And I just want to tell you, I've watched some other videos of people covering Raw Beauty Kristi.
Blocking fans in the name of James Charles is so shady. Blocking fans in the name of James Charles is so crazy.
And they are 10 times harder on her than I've been. So do not come for me and say I'm not being fair. I was very fair. I heard her out and she lied to my face. Because she did know what was going on behind the scenes because she's spoken of it in her videos. She banged on the fact that I didn't know that. She did know what happened. And it was right.
Why would she reach out to Peter and like lie to him though? What, as a way of trying to get Peter? Oh, probably as a way of trying to get Peter to like get off her ass on videos. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's such a like 2016 drama channel method of like Trisha Paytas or Jeffree Star like messaging drama channels. That's such an old like way of going about things.
In front of my face. I watched a video where she talked about the downfall of the beauty community and she referenced those videos. It was right there in front of my face and I didn't know. And I ate it up because I wanted to believe what Kristi was telling me. Kristi said to me,
I don't think there's anything wrong in Peter Monn believing what someone says though.
Like
because you were messaging drama channels.
One of these influencers manipulating behind the scenes. Kristi, you were...
I think she's bringing out a product and is banking on James's support. She thought Peter would say in a video how concerned she was, etc. on the phone and then move on.
One of those influencers manipulating me behind the scenes. And again, I fell right into it. And this is my honesty era. This is my standing up for myself era. This is my not giving a fuck era. So I'm telling the truth on video. You had your chance to come out and tell your truth. You were so afraid of other drama coming.
Peter said, nobody's heard from me for months. I'm doing better than I ever was. My reputation's never been... Well, his reputation's good, so... My reputation's really good, so... He must like me for me. Wait. What's the other one? I'm sorry, the old Peter can't come to the phone right now.
Channel's coming out and making a video about you. And I said to you, speak on this before it's too late. You should have come out and made a video. Then I wouldn't have had to say this. And that's not a threat, okay? I gave you full warning.
He goes, that is not a threat. That is a promise.
If you had come out with your words, I said I would respond to that. I feel manipulated. I feel lied to. And please do not reach out to me, Kristi, because I do not want to talk to you, okay? I gave you an opportunity to be honest with me, and I feel like you lied to me. I don't want to hear from you, okay? And you said if I ever followed you again, you would soft-block me to stick to my morals. You don't have to worry about that, sweetheart. I will not be following you again, okay? I'm very disappointed in you. You are not who I thought you were at all. And it's not just about the James Charles thing at this point.
The claws are out!
It is everything, okay? I don't know who you are, but you are not who you show yourself to be on camera. And whatever you want to do with that is whatever, okay? You want to get in a video and say, I'm bringing you anxiety and I'm bringing you stress, and girl, I'm just speaking my truth, okay? I'm just telling the truth as I see it. You're the one that lied to me. You're the one that followed James Charles publicly. You're the one that liked his pictures as of recently and acted like you didn't even know. Oh, I just like pictures when they're rolling through Instagram, and I ate it up and I bought it because I wanted to believe your story. That's on me. I gotta own that, okay? You gotta own what you did. So the last thing I want to talk about is the fact that I haven't really spoken. I mean, I've spoken about Lipstick Nick a little bit, but...
Oh, this is a perfect example of when a creator just could have avoided all of this. I mean, Peter's comment section is filled with people being like, I am a long-term viewer of Raw Beauty Kristi. She's blocked me and she can go fuck herself. And it's like, wow. She willingly wanted to lose hundreds of viewers, possibly even thousands, over supporting James Charles? Like, when is it that deep? When is supporting James Charles that important? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, is James Charles really, really, really that, like, why are you so desperate to die on the James Charles hill? Is James Charles even that, like, popular to do that still? I don't know. Either way, this is really weird. I love seeing Peter get love for this video because I really like you notice the fire in his eyes when he made this video? I like it. And I think that this was a really great video from Peter. And I always root for him whenever he makes these kind of videos. So shout out Peter. And Raw Beauty Kristi, what are you doing?